guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah Moore and I'm a 7th and 8th grade English language arts teacher. I'm a mother of two, a boy named Silas, he's 2 years old, and a 2-month-old daughter named Savannah. I'm also a wife to my husband, Travis Moore, who is also a teacher, but he teaches history. So if you're new here, that's who I am, and welcome. Today I thought I'd do something a little different since apparently the world is going under quarantine and we're practicing dissonance between everybody. I thought, well, this would be kind of a historic time to kind of vlog this moment in history and what we're doing, because my son and daughter certainly won't remember COVID-19. However, they lived through it and thought it would be cool for them to see what we were doing during this time. So a little backstory. My husband and I were both diagnosed with strep last Wednesday and Friday. We both recovered from it. We're doing great, but we decided that since we were already sick, that it would be best for us to self-quarantine. So we've been self-quarantined since last Wednesday before everybody else kind of started doing it too. And so now pretty much everyone has been practicing what is it called, self-dissonance or whatever. Anyways, everyone's staying at home for the most part. We are in our homes just like we should be, and just kind of staying here until further notice. Thankfully, we're both teachers, so income is not going to be an issue because we are still getting paid since we are under contract. So luckily, we're still getting paid, so that's nothing that we're worrying about. We're very fortunate in that way. So I thought I'd just kind of do this vlog style today and take you on a journey of what we're doing. My son and husband, they're currently outside playing. My daughter, who is currently coughing, she has an ear infection, so she has a little cough along with that. She's in the swing taking a nap, and then I'm getting some spring cleaning done. And today I'm hoping to get our pantry kind of organized because it's kind of gotten crazy. And our house has kind of gotten crazy because we've all been sick with strep throat and ear infections. And my son has just a little nasal congestion, but nothing as serious as COVID-19. So yeah, that's what we've been doing, and I'm just going to take you along for the journey today. So here is some of our groceries. I kind of organized it into like cleaning supplies, hygiene, makeup, medicine, food. And I'm actually like not going to organize it right now. I'm going to just put it all in the pantry, not organized, because I plan on going in there later and actually deep cleaning the pantry and organizing it properly. My goal right now is just to get the kitchen clean and have like a general clean house, and then I'm going to go back and do some of the more deeper clean stuff. So don't judge me too harshly on just throwing it in the pantry for now. What are you doing?
A picture.
Yeah, am I taking a picture of you? What are you doing? Is Daddy taking you outside?
Hey.
So I was putting my stuff away and I decided to rearrange under my sink because this is where we keep all of our cleaning supplies. And I have a lot of cleaning supplies. I like to clean people, so this is like before we even had any sort of COVID-19. Sorry, they're lifting the garage. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of blurry. They're going for a ride because a 2-year-old gets cooped up. So I don't know if you got any of that, because between the dishwasher and me not having a microphone and my child, I don't even know if you heard any of that, but what I was saying is that I'm just gonna organize all of this. I'm not gonna do this for the pantry yet because like I said, I want to get the house generally clean and then I'll go into the pantry and do a little more deep cleaning, but I couldn't even put any of this stuff that I bought up because it needs to be reorganized. So I don't like to just throw things in there because it just starts the whole thing of chaos. So I'm gonna just organize this. Okay, so it's not a perfect system, but at least it's better than what it was. Here's the general kind of how it works. So for us, I just got these bins from Target. I don't know how much they were. I probably paid $5 each for them. I don't know, bins are pretty expensive. But we keep all of our carpet cleaner and dusting materials in this bin. I don't know why those two things, but that's just kind of what works for us. So like Murphy's oil. This came with our furniture when we bought it. So yeah, there's that. I've got some carpet cleaners, Resolve, all sorts of stuff. And then I keep my little dusters in this little mason jar in the corner. I've got my wood markers. Sometimes we get scratches, and these work really great to kind of hide those. In this back corner, I have a caddy that I actually never use, but I store all of my like applicators. Is that the word? So like this dust mop. Oh goodness, what's it called? It's just a replacement one. And then I have these. These are my favorite products. These magic erasers. I've got sponges. I've got toilet cleaner. I got a bottle. Not toilet paper, Lord, paper towels. And then in this bin I have kind of like the deeper clean kind of stuff. So I've got Clorox spray, toilet cleaner, Windex, floor cleaner, multi-purpose cleaner, and then in the back I just have bottles of the same types of products, but they're not opened yet, so just my backups. And then over here, this is where we keep our like everyday cleaner kind of stuff. So our dishwashing pods, our hand soap, garbage bags, general all-purpose cleaner. So just what we use to wipe the counters down more regularly. Some extra garbage bags, and then these things back here are things I hardly ever use. So this is like the Jet dishwashing stuff you put in the dishwasher. I have baking soda or whatever it's called. It's like escaping my mind right now. And then more trash bags, and then even more trash bags. I didn't realize how many trash bags we had. Like, no clue. I would not have bought more trash bags had I known we had that many. But that's the importance of cleaning regularly, because you kind of need to take a I'm at a loss of words. I can't remember. But you kind of need to take an account of what you have in the house so that you don't double spend and you don't overbuy. Now, this may be a lot of cleaner for most people, but I love to clean and I like to have a clean house. So for me, this is typically how filled my cleaning cabinet is. So I know it's probably like overkill for some people, but for me, this is normal. I probably have like some problem. The Lysol is typical. I did get this extra one and this one, and it was supposed to go to our daycare before everything started closing, but they closed, so I have 2 extra bottles of Lysol. And we're not really using Lysol in our house unless we go out into the world and bring something into the world. Or when we were sick, I disinfected things with Lysol, but now that we're not sick, we will use it sparingly, but necessarily, if that makes sense. Alright, now that I've done that, oh, I forgot about this. So these 2 things were under our counter. This is our roach spray and wasp spray. This one's almost empty, but we keep these insect sprays outside, but my husband probably put it under the sink because he's a man and he doesn't always put things back where they belong. So, but I don't like keeping insect repellent inside, so I have a place in the garage for that kind of stuff. And then here's some trash that I'm going to get rid of. So here we go. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you the pantry and the mess that it currently is in, and kind of also talk about the system that I have so far, so that you can kind of get an idea of what I did have and how messy it's gotten and how I want to fix that. So here is kind of an overview of what our pantry looks like. I'm very blessed to have a pantry this size. Where I live, when we were house hunting, most people just had barely a closet for a pantry. So when I saw that this house had this huge pantry, I was like, yes. Same for our laundry room, which is hideous right now. Most people who live in this neighborhood don't even have a laundry room. It's more like a laundry closet. Sorry, this is like crooked and bothering me. Anyways, and so believe it or not, when I went to purchase this house with my husband, one of the top criteria for me was an actual laundry room and an actual pantry, like a room, like something we could walk into. Like, I know that's not like top priority on most people's list, but it was mine. I actually wanted a space where I could put my laundry in and it not be scattered around the house, but needless to say, laundry still gets scattered around the house, but it's not as bad. So anyways, back to the pantry. So I try to have like a family hub here. It doesn't really work because, well, it's in the pantry. I really want to move this calendar and this like mail station, all that jazz over here. I hate this wall. Like, I really hate it, and I really want to make it like a family hub station. I think if it's out here on this wall, then we would actually use it. This stuff is actually, I just need to get rid of it, but it's kind of sentimental because this was like the first decorative purchase when I was working in Demopolis, Alabama, and so it's kind of like hard for me to get rid of because it's sentimental, but it doesn't even go with any of our decor, but I'll probably move it to my classroom. But yeah, let me just show you how I set it up and how it's going to change. So I hate having stuff on the floor. I think it makes the space look very messy, so I'm hoping to get as much of this off the floor as possible. Typically I only have these two black bag box thingies, storage containers, and they normally just house our reusable bags and any plastic bags that we have. But as you can tell, it's got an overload. I keep my KitchenAid mixer here because we ran out of, I don't like having things on the counters either, so I just pull it out whenever I'm baking, which is sadly not as often as I would like. Our potatoes and squash ended up on the floor, so we're going to see if we can find a different place for it. Some water, soups, all that jazz. This is like where we have our breakfast essentials, and then we have our cereals, our, what is this, English muffins, and then it kind of like, it's gotten disorganized, guys. So right here we have some snack breakfast bars, and then we have like mac and cheese, potatoes, all that jazz. Then we get into our, I don't even know what to call this stuff, paper plate. We don't even use these anymore, but we're trying to use them. But after we're done with this, we won't be buying any more paper plates and products because we're trying to be a little bit more conscious about the world and not being wasteful. Same with our plastic bags. We have these reusable ones that we're going to be using once we finish these, but yeah, so I'm hoping this whole place will be clear for more food and other items once we finish this out, and then we just start using the reusable products, so I'm excited about that. And this is like where I typically keep my son's snacks at, but it's kind of gotten disorganized as well. Candy that honestly we're probably never going to eat, but my husband doesn't want me to throw it out because he has a sweet tooth. Adult snacks and some kids snacks. We have some medicinals here, and then we have our spice rack here. I actually got some jars that I'm wanting to put the spices in, and I really am excited about showing you how I want to organize that. We've got our canned goods over here. It's stocked up pretty well. I would like to get a second shelf and put here so that our cans won't be like piled up like they are. Here's our baked goods. I need to put this in there and just kind of refill these and reorganize it. Our grains and pastas, our oils, our more baking goods like cocoa and pepper and salt, and that needs to actually go down there. More medicinals and syrup, all that kind of stuff. This shouldn't be here, but it's here because, like I said, it's disorganized. Our cookbooks, which I really could throw a good many of these out or donate them because your girl doesn't really cook. We've got some paper goods, soap that needs to really go in below the sink, some storage stuff that I just keep our extra storage containers up here, some baby formula that we got in the mail that I'm not actually using, I'm just having it on hand just in case of emergencies, crackers, teas, coffees and teas, and more coffees and teas. And then we've got some stuff up here that honestly I can get rid of. Yeah, so I need to go through all of this. So yeah. Alright, so here's the final result. I have those in their bottles along with these. I kind of have them in alphabetical order. And I have these. I don't really know what I'm going to do with those, but I'll figure it out. And here's some extra that have not been opened. So I need to do something with that. There are my empty canisters that will be thrown away, leftover labels that I will keep because I'm sure we'll buy other types of spices. And yeah, so now I'm going to organize it. Alright, so it is much later in the day. My husband cooked dinner, I played with the kids, and I got some other stuff done, not cleaning related, and we ate dinner. I went to go get a bath because I just needed some time to relax. Both the kids are asleep. So I'm now going to clean the kitchen from where we ate dinner and try to finish this pantry up. It may carry over until tomorrow, but we shall see. So I'm just gonna kind of take you guys along with me. morning. So it's the next day. I actually kind of got into the groove and forgot to hit record, so I only got about 20 minutes worth of me working in the pantry. But anyways, I finished it last night about midnight, and then I went to bed and I slept late this morning, and now I just wanted to show y'all the finished product of the pantry. So here is the finished product, just kind of like an overview of everything. It looks so much better. So I'm going to kind of just go through each thing. So at the bottom I have these two bins. I have all of our reusable grocery bags and products in that one. I have, sorry about the blur, I have our potatoes and yams and all that jazz, squash in that basket. The KitchenAid stayed there. I have our upholstery cleaner here. I really don't like it in here, but that's the only spot I have for it right now. Our water, and then in that container I have all of our like lunch bags and cooler bags of that nature. On this row I have all of our breakfast foods. So we have our Pop-Tarts and oats and breakfast shake mixes, our cereals, and then our extra cereals, our oatmeal in the bags, our medicinals. We have all of our paper products on this area. In this box I have all of our, that fell over. Might have to reorganize that, but basically all of our sandwich bags and like paper products that like wax paper and aluminum foil. And here we have our paper and plastic disposable plates and forks, utensils, all that jazz. Sorry about the focus, guys. Alright, and then moving up here I have our snacks, Chilps, Little Debbie's, pistachios, nuts, just stuff that we can just grab if we want a quick snack. And here I have all of our like breakfast bars slash, you know, chocolate chip bars, anything that's like a bar that came in a box, they're all in here. So this is like our snack area. Here I have our little breads, so our lunch meat, leftover bread, croissant, oh not croissant, our French bread. In the back corner we have our candy. I put it back here because we don't eat the candy that often, but it's here in case we get the sweets. On this section I have all of our like meals in a box, I guess is what you could call it. So our instant potatoes, minute rice, lots of cheese, mac and cheese because our son loves mac and cheese. We got some quinoa and wild rice back here, some instant lunches. We've got all of our canned soups and canned meals, chicken broth, and then some sauces. Then over here I have our vegetables, canned vegetables and canned fruits. Then up here we have kind of our baked goods, so sugar, Bisquick, flour. We're running low on this flour. This is confectionate sugar. We have our cornmeal, brown sugar, our pastas, our grains, and our dried peas and beans, more grains. Back here we have our opened crackers, and then we have some more like just baked goods like white vinegar, syrup, honey, salt, pepper, all that jazz. Over here we have all of our oils. And then here is Silas's snacks, or things that he uses a lot. Like he eats a lot of peanut butter sandwiches, so I just put this peanut butter in here. He's got veggie straws, extra veggie straws. He's got a jar of crackers. Then up here we have all of the cookbooks. I have in this corner all of our unopened goods. So these are like totally fresh. So when we finish our self-rising flour, I can just grab this and refill it. So all of our like unopened products are in this corner. Then in here we have all of our like teas, our special teas. And then in this box we have like any coffee, Keurig pods, any kind of like creamers, and like this is just for coffee. We have guests over, and then on this side we have coffee and teas that we make in the percolator. And then at the top I didn't change too much. I do want to get rid of some of this because I never use it, but I just up here in the meantime some extra stuff that I keep on hand for like wedding gifts. And then this is just more stuff. We have our light bulbs up here, and then in this corner I have all of like extra storage, like if I need to house anything else in a jar, because as you can see I like putting dry goods in a jar. The jars are up there, so if we get any more food that needs to be stored in a jar, it's up there. So yeah, I'm very happy. The only thing else I want to change is this wall. I want to put this calendar and this thing on this wall, but that will be a project for another day. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. So yeah, that is my pantry. Alright guys, so I think that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me as I clean my kitchen and as I organize my pantry during this social distancing time in our lives. I hope you guys stay safe, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time and anytime I upload a video. Alright guys, have a great day.